Welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to extend the bed and fit a new kitchen. That's the aim. We're here with Kevin. He's the owner of the van. You might have seen this van in my videos before because we have a bit of a race along the A27. Well, not much of a race, just a bit of a prat around basically. But he lives in his van full time and this bed base is not big enough. It's giving him a bad back. So, as is my mate, thought I'd help him out and get it done. So we've just emptied the van. The old boat's coming in handy for storage, and we've put bits and pieces in my van. So there's his bed. So we just completely stripped it. And see how we get on. So break out the tools, get cracking.
It's a bloody good hoover.
So we can sort that out later. Look how much room you got already.
What's that? Yeah, I know. What I'm going to have to do is fit this back on temporarily.
Yeah.
And then when I can afford the new stove, I'll get a decent worktop. See, doing this living in it, it's hard.
Right, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Right, I bet that's screwed into there. This is screwed into here, isn't it?
The bed, yeah, I think it is. I'll have to get everything off. Just screw down to the base, that thing.
Right. I'm going to try and get this all done in one day. So fingers crossed. This is a lived-in van. So it's going to be a bit of a mess, but hopefully it's going to look really, really pucker when it's all done. Right. flying out. You on there?
Yeah.
I've got a little pot somewhere, you can put all the screws in if you want.
No, I'll just stick them on there.
I've got plenty of screws anyway.
Yeah. The edges of that kitchen are really sharp as well.
How long did it take you to do all this?
What's that? To build it?
Yeah.
It was thrown together really. Because I was living in it, I had to get it done.
A wobbly screw.
Hey?
A wobbly screw. Look how fast it's coming apart.
Oh yeah, I knew it'd come apart easy.
Right. Yeah.
That might be glued, yeah.
Well, I'll have to just chop that one off because that screw's not coming out.
Not coming out. Right.
Wow. 5 minutes. Complete deconstruction. So all we'll do now is get this bed base out and then extend all these up here. The other side, that might be a bit of a problem with all the inverter, but we'll sort that out. So let's crack on. Well, made short work of that and a bit of a dust up. Then we're going to clean all around here. I'm just going to remove this bed base now, it's nearly out. Just have to unclip all these wires all the way around there and then we can take the bed out. There's one. Oh, that took some, just cold chiseled it. So now we can put a piece of wood across there, like that. Job done. So now we've got a nice platform to extend these bits of wood, have a full-size bed. As we're here, what I do is I'll put a link in the description for Kevin's Vanlife. Go and give him a follow, give him a thumbs up and subscribe. He's a bloody lovely bloke. He's one of the very few that I'll bend over backwards and help. So let's carry on, because now we've got all this space to fill. Kevin's got his pinny on and he's doing a bit of mopping up, doing a bit of housework. He's got a bit more down there to do. Right, we need to tuck that wire that side, because that's for the switch panel. Ricky, if you're watching, I don't know if you remember that, you gave me that years ago. It's coming well handy. Cheers, mate. Right, let's screw these bits of wood in. Right, so we've taken the brackets off, we've extended the bed, both sides. Just use that piece of wood there to make sure it's level. Happy days. Now we can start building the frame. So I'm going to put a long piece across there, a long piece at the back, support it in the middle. Let's do that. The bed is now sitting nice and flat. That's got nothing to do with me, that's got nothing to do with me, but the bed was crooked up like that because it wasn't long enough. And we've had made provisions where this can all come back to here. So you can have a full size or a bigger mattress instead of this. I suppose, what's this? Like a single Tempera mattress? It's a Tempera mattress. So that's done. So all we've got to do now is the kitchen. And I have a cunning plan for that. Right, so I've made this base. Hopefully, it's going to fit in there. I'm going to go over the bed and hopefully fit in there. It's going to be quite long, but all we've got to do is cut out a bit for the wheel arch. And then the canoe, it's going to slide in that sort of side there. And then obviously we're going to have to, I've only screwed these in, so hopefully all we're going to do is remove them, move this bit, put those back on. That's the plan. See how it goes. What are you doing down there? Come on, get back to work, you lazy fucker.
It's coffee break.
Tea break? What are you doing, Ted? Kevin giving you loves. Right, we've got the kitchen in, but we'll have to make a temporary worktop, because what's going to happen at a later date, when funds allow, we're going to have a nice new worktop. So all we're doing is having to raise this up with the CLS, because this is a camping worktop out of a van or a caravan or whatever. So just basically raising it up, and hopefully, there we go, stick that bit in there. Then we'll just screw it down, seal the end bit in, put some caps over this bit here, and it shouldn't look too bad. But we've got quite a lot of space under here for the kayak. Kayak's going to slide in, hunky dory. Doesn't look too bad really, to be fair. Right, we'll screw that in a second. Right, we've got the colour bottle in. We've made some CLS, all that have to be ratchet strapped down. We've got the canoe in, and at the moment we're making the shelf. And it is a bit of a mess because we're using it as a workbench now, but we've got a worktop in. Obviously this is going to be temporary. Got the cooker in. We're going to make that panel for the, going to make another panel there for the inverter, blah blah blah. It's getting there. Doesn't look too bad. We'll put a cover over there, and hopefully it shouldn't look too bad. But we're going to put this in and see how it goes. But it is coming on really well. We've got the bed in, condiments, hunky-dory. I think this is looking really, really good. And it's lightweight and it is super strong. And I think that's what you need. So, screw this shelf up. I'm going to go from the bottom up. So then you've got a lip. Go from there. Well, it's been a long day, but we've got it in. We've got the inverter on. We've got the 12 volt sockets all wired in with a phone charger. That's all done. We've got the bed in. We've got the makeshift. Don't worry about that. We're just having a bit of a chill out. All the kitchen worktops done. We've got a shelf in here. Kayaks in the back. Gas bottles all strapped down there. And then all we've got to do is panel that bit. And then we can have another slidey shelfy type thing there. But we are absolutely knackered. But yeah, look at that. That's a serious amount of space now. Massive like countertop there, and we've got the original cooker type sink in, which is obviously temporary, but all this is perfectly square. Wow. So anyway, what you can achieve in one day, completely stripped out and rebuilt. Obviously the worktop's going to be replaced, but this is a massive extra long wheelbase Sprinter, so happy days. Kev's got to go away tomorrow, so he's going to have a nice comfortable bed that's completely flat, a completely reworked kitchen. I'm sure he's super happy, even though we are pretty knackered, ain't we, mate?
We've had enough.
We've had enough. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this one day van makeover. Don't forget to click and subscribe. I'll put a link to Kevin's channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.